So what I'm going to be doing is my table for the two-way. For the two-way table, my questions were, are you a vegan? Yes or no? And do you like JFK? Yes and no. So I had 22 students complete this task, and how the numbers went for each question was there was one for yes, I'm a vegan, and yes, I like JFK. And then there was 21 for are you a vegan, which is no, and do you like JFK? And those were all my recipients, so no one was a vegan and disliked JFK, and no one was not a vegan and disliked JFK. So that brings me to a total of 22 students, so I'll throw that in the total box down here. So I have 22 students there, and the amount of students that up here in this top column for the liking JFK, there's 22 students that like JFK. There was none that disliked, so I'll go in the other column there. And then for the number of vegans, there was one vegan, so there's one yes under vegan, and then there's there's 21 for people who are not vegan. So both totals add up to 22. 22 plus 0 is 22, and then 1 plus 21 is 22. So that was my overall student output. Joint frequency, in my own words, is basically what each percentage is in the inside edges. So on the inside there, to find this, you need to divide both columns together and then divide both rows together. So columns and rows. Rows and columns. Rows is side to side, columns is up and down. So what I would do right away to find the joint frequency would be to take 1 divided by 21, which is 4.5%. So I would put the 4.5 right here, 5%. And then for the are you vegan for the no, and do you like JFK? Yes. It'd be 21 out of 22 because we're trying to find the joint frequency, so it'd be 95.4%. So that would equal out to 100% up on top, and then down here there's 0%, so each of them have to have 0. So 0 divided by 0 is 0, 0 divided by 0 is 0, and so forth. So it'd be 0% for this row. So then doing the columns for the joint, so it'd be 1 divided by 0, which is 0. So it'd be 0% there. And then for the column, it would be 21 over 0. So out of 21, the top one would be 100%. And then the bottom one would be 0%. Also the top one over here would be 100% for the joint margin on the inside for the column. So now I'm going to talk about the marginal frequency. So what I define the marginal frequency as is the opposite of which the percentages on the edges of the table. It's the opposite of joint frequency, which is the edges of the table. So to find the frequencies, you'll need to divide the added up joint frequency number, the number inside the edges in here, divided by the marginal number on the outside in both rows and columns. So to start off, for the do you like JFK as a marginal frequency, it's going to be 22% divided by 22, which is 100. So it's going to be 100% because 22 divided by 22 is 100. Then for the bottom here, you got 0. Do you like JFK is no. For 0, both vegans, yes and no. So it's going to be 0%. And that'll add up to the total of 100% down here in our total column, because there is 22 students, so 22 out of 22 do like JFK. And then going down here for the are you vegan for that marginal frequency, it would be 1 out of 1 out of 1, so it'd be 100% down here. Or excuse me, it'd be 1 out of 21 down here, so it'd be 4.5%. And then it'd be 21 out of 22 down here. So then that would be 95.4%. And then these added up will equal our total frequency, which is 100%, because 4.5% and 95.4% rounded up does equal 100%. So now what I'm going to be going over is the conditional frequency. So from what I understand, conditional frequency is the varied question, which an inside number, which would be a marginal, would be divided by the outside edge number, which would be our what would be our marginal, because our joint is on the inside. So it would be like an example, one random one would be like, of all the students who are not vegan, which of them do not like GFK? And so out of all my students, which is 22, which of them do not like GFK? And there's neither of them for vegan, so it'd be 0%, 0 out of 22. But what I'm going to be going over is the 4 questions that we have to submit for it. And the first one is, how many of the students who like JFK are vegan? So first, we're going to go up to students who like JFK. So we got our 2 here, and then are vegan. So we have to go in the yes and the vegan, and that is 1. So then what we're going to have to take is we're going to take off our outside number, which is 1, divided by 22. And that will give us 4.5%. So, and then in fraction form, that'll be 1 out of 22. And then what my next question is how many of the students who don't like JFK aren't vegan? So we'll go down to students who do not like JFK, which is the no, and then aren't vegan. So that number is 0. So then what we're going to do out of that is we're going to take 0% out of our total, which is 22 again, and then 0 out of 22 is 0%, and then the fraction would be 0 out of 22. The last question I'm going to look at for the conditional frequency is how many students who are not vegan like JFK? So we're going to go up to students who are not vegan under the no right here, and then we are going to find the students who like JFK, which is in this column, and then these two are going to meet here, and then that is 21 students. So what we're going to do there is take 21 students out of 22, so our fraction completely reduced would be 21 out of 22, and then the percentage from that would be 95.4%. So after making that table with the 3 different frequencies, now we're going to look at the Venn diagram that we're going to be making. So what we're going to need right away is our 2 circles. I will show you them after because I am sure it will be hard to see on there. So we're going to put on my left circle is going to be the students who like JFK. So like JFK. And then we're in the middle. Obviously we'll have the both. And then on the other one, we'll do the students who are vegan. Who are vegan. So, students who are just vegan are 0. Students who like both is 1. And then the students who only like JFK is 21. And then that is the completion of my table and Venn diagram. So kind of a little, here's kind of the finished product of the Venn diagram, showing the students who like JFK and the students who are vegan, and the students who are both. So you got the 21, the 1, and the 0. And then over here, I have my finished data set with the vegan yes, vegan no, do you like JFK yes, and do you like JFK no, with all percentages and so on. Thank you.